Now let's take a look on how we could trade like a professional, and we want to make a profitable trade to achieve more than 50% gain easily with Jet1 system. But before that, let's make a comparison to know how the common people trade the stocks. And ideally, I would say people love to buy at the lowest point around this price level and try to sell it at this highest point over here. But hey, you know that this is not realistic and almost never happens. And those of you who have traded before, well, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. Now, as a common people, assuming that you enter on relatively good and cheap price over here, and then the price is getting higher, so you make a fortune of more than 25%. And right now, you do have two options. You either hold the positions or you will sell it for a profit. But trust me, many traders will just hold it because their greed will tell them they would like to earn more, so they will keep it probably. But when you see this, the correction comes, then probably as a common traders or common people, you do not want to sell it halfway because you do not want to lose the fortune that you already had earned. So you will keep it. Now, when you look this stock drop further and very close to its starting price, now you will experience what we call a fear. Then you probably decide to exit because you do not want to compromise your capital. So while waiting, right now there's a sudden jump in the stock price, and this will make you regret for not keeping it longer. So right now, with a full confidence, you will buy again, and right now you will buy at the higher price. However, the price drop on the following day, and you start to realize that you probably bought it in hurry, and you plan probably to sell it right now, just to prevent from any further damage. Unexpectedly, the stock make a huge jump, and learning from the experience, this time round, you probably will wait and you will not make any hasty buy anymore. However, while waiting, you realize that the price is going higher and higher, and also hearing your friends are making money from the stock. Then right now you cannot wait any longer, and then you will buy it again, and right now at a higher price. But again, well, you see the correction comes, and then you started to realize that you bought it simply just out of the greed because apparently the price right now is too high relatively to the starting price when you aim to get in at the very beginning. And the next day, the price make a significant jump again. And this time round, you do not want to make any entry because, well, you have learned your mistake and you plan to get in when hope there is a correction in the price. Apparently, the price is getting higher here. But this time round, you determine not to get in because there is no correction yet. But now, instead of correction, the price went up again to sky roof, and you started to regret why you did not keep the stock at the time to make a huge profit. So this time round, you really promise to buy and hold it for a long term because you believe that you do not want to lose again from the correction this time round. So initially, when small correction comes in, you decided to keep it and thinking, well, I have learned my experience. However, the correction comes back and the drop is pretty huge right now. It's about 20%. And you start to be in doubt and thinking, what about if all my capital will collapse? So you probably decide to sell off. But after monitoring a while, there is a slight recovery of the price. And again, you regret to sell it earlier, which you could actually hold it to recover some of the loss. So again, you will buy, and probably this time round, you want to step up your capital in hope that when recovery happens, not only you can recover from the losses, but you can also make some gains. But what happened next is not up to your expectations. Well, there's another pullback here about, well, 20%, and right now you feel in the complete loss. You really have no idea about what you should do next. because from the experience, both buying and selling are still giving you a wrong path. So you decided to be dormant and not taking any actions. And when there's a small recovery here, it probably started to give your confidence back and just hoping to recover very soon and not thinking to make any profit anymore. However, the next day, as you can see here, the stock plunged again for this time around about 30%. And well, probably right now you feel very angry, you're confused, and also hopeless. Now, if you have been trading for quite some times, you must be familiar with this scenario that I've just shared with you. Now let me show you on how we could use the Jet1 system to make the difference here, and also how a professional does the trading to make the profits, and I would say that you can do it too easily. Well, first, the unique feature about the Jet1 system lies on its barometers, which is telling us whenever the market is in a bull or a bear market. So either in a positive trend, the green color bar over here, or in the negative trend, the red color bar over here. And it also comes with the indicator with a green arrow for a buy and sell strategy, and also the red arrow here for shorting and covering strategy. And the only thing you need to remember right now for this exercise that the solid green color here is the entry or the buy, and the hollow green color here is for or is to exit or to sell. So I would say this is very simple, right? Now let's get started from the same entry point here. Well, the first difference here is that the system quickly make an exit knowing that the stock probably is experiencing a risk. Then when you look at here, the second attempt to buy at this price level and it sell it a bit higher, it's not waiting for correction to happen. And there is a red arrow here, and it doesn't tell you to short because the bar here is, green color is a positive trend. Now, the third attempt over here, the system tries to buy again at this, this is the entry price, and it tries to sell it here. And well, this is making about 34% gain. And it's still detecting the continuity of the momentum, so the system is joining back to enter at this price and exit here, and it make about 26% gain. And during these corrections, well, as you can see that the system attempted to buy over here, but again, it quickly make an exit or make a quick sell over here just to avoid from the further damage. And despite there is a shorting indicator here, but well, we do not want to short because again, the bar is still in the positive trend. As you can see here is the green color. Now, there is a final attempt to buy again at this price, the price level, but you notice that it quickly sell again the position simply to limit the damage. So I would say that this is how exactly a professional make their money throughout this cycle. You don't have to make money all the time to be so-called a profitable traders, but simply just make the right entry to maximize the profits and make the right exit to minimize the loss. Then you can be a profitable trader. Now let's give yourself a chance to see how you can make profitable trades with Jet1 system.